Happy mid-morning, guys. Okay, here's a surprise for you. The Biden administration lied. Go figure. So CPI numbers came out here about 10 minutes ago. And guess what? Remember all those comments about Joe Biden, Janet Yellen, everybody saying, oh, we've reached peak inflation, everything's going down? Eh. Inflation's sitting still at 8.3% year over year. Month over month, inflation went up 0.1%. Even now, with as you're seeing gas prices come down or whatever it would be, everything that the cost of living continues to go up. All right. And this just means even more chance of the Fed continuing to raise rates, which goes back into everything that I've told you guys before about borrowing money. I'm not going to rehash the whole thing, bank to bank money. The Fed's going to wind up losing money next year. All this is coming to fruition. Everything the prepper channels have told you about inflation is now being bared out fact. Everything that Washington is telling you is fairy dust. Okay. So, of course, this is going to mean food prices are going to continue to rise. Rent is going to continue to rise. Your wages are going to continue to drop. Okay, simple as that. Your spending power is going to continue to drop. Not a good figure for the Biden administration. We'll see what happens. We'll see how they try to spin this because they were figuring that inflation was going to drop to 8% this morning. That was what the economists were telling you. 8.3. Nope. So, when I'm going to give you this. When you're going to see the drop in inflation, I just want to explain this to you. These are year over year numbers, mind you. So the numbers we got this morning, the 8.3, is we are 8.3% higher in August of 22 than we were in August of 21. Wait till we get into next year, because now the numbers are already higher. And this is where I was talking about Rule of 72 the other day. All right. That let's say inflation comes down to 5%. They go, look, inflation has dropped. How great a job we're doing. Okay. But do year over 2 years ago. And in my hypothetical, let's say it drops down to 5%. Okay. That would be 5%, again, 100 to 108.3. Add 5% to that. All right. Now you're talking about what, 4.7 roughly, which would be 13.1 for over 2 years. Average that out. Now you're talking 6.5%. Okay. 1 year, 2 year. They will claim, I mark my words, look, inflation's dropping. They will manipulate the numbers like that because they will be competing with such a high bar. If it stays at 8%, that's ridiculous. But when it drops, which it probably will, if we stayed stable right here, prices stayed stable right here, they could say next year, inflation is zero. Look how great of a job we did. No, inflation from 2 years ago is still 8.3%. An economy runs efficiently when your annual inflation is between 2 and 3%. What Joe's decisions have done we've got 4 years, prices would have to stay exactly where they are today until August of 2026 to be in a stable economy. I just want to explain that to you. Give you this. But yes, the economy still sucks. The Fed isn't doing anything correct to fix it. And we're still going to feel the pain. Pinball out.